Harry in tears, Archie and Lilibet turned away. A royal father and a heartbroken son now divided by children who never asked to be part of this war. Viewers, what we're about to reveal is one of the most shocking and emotional twists yet in the ongoing feud between Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, and King Charles. Reports are exploding that King Charles personally refused to allow Archie and Lilibet entry into Buckingham Palace, a decision that left Harry devastated, in tears, and questioning what kind of future his family has within the monarchy. Is this the final nail in the coffin of the royal relationship? Stay with us, because this story only gets deeper, darker, and more heartbreaking the further we go. Ever since Harry and Meghan walked away from royal duties in 2020, the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family has only grown wider. From bombshell interviews, Netflix documentaries, and Harry's tell-all memoir, to Meghan's absence from major royal events, the tension has been on full public display. And yet, despite all the drama, Harry has long expressed one desire: for his children, Archie and Lilibet, to know their royal heritage. For years, there has been speculation about whether the king would embrace his grandchildren born and raised in America. Archie, now 6, and little Lilibet, just 4, represent both the new generation of royals and the painful reminders of Meghan and Harry's decision to break away. Buckingham Palace has often spoken about unity, but behind closed doors, insiders say there is far more resistance than reconciliation. Now comes the shocking moment. According to palace insiders, when Harry requested permission for Archie and Lilibet to visit Buckingham Palace during a family event, King Charles refused. Sources claim the king made it clear that while Harry himself could attend, his children were not welcome inside the palace walls. The reasoning? Allegedly, the king is deeply concerned about media exposure, potential leaks, and the long-term implications of blending the Sussex children into official royal spaces. In other words, Archie and Lilibet, innocent children, have become pawns in a much bigger power struggle between the monarchy and Harry. Witnesses describe Harry's reaction as heartbroken and emotional. He reportedly broke down in tears, torn between loyalty to his children and his desire for reconciliation with his father. Meghan, meanwhile, is said to be furious, calling the king's decision not just cruel but unforgivable. Public reaction has been explosive. Fans of Harry and Meghan across the world have taken to social media, slamming King Charles for punishing children who had nothing to do with royal politics. Words like heartless and cold are flooding the internet, with hashtags like "you're let them in" trending within hours, overshadowed by what they call celebrity chaos. Even within Britain itself, the divide is sharp. Some believe Harry is the victim of cruelty, while others say he made his bed when he left the royal fold. But here's what most people don't know. According to insiders, this wasn't the first time the subject of Archie and Lilibet at Buckingham Palace came up. Apparently, during Queen Elizabeth II's final years, Meghan and Harry requested for Lilibet to meet her great-grandmother inside the palace, but the request was quietly denied. Instead, the meeting had to take place at Windsor. Another shocking detail: the decision may not have been entirely King Charles's alone. Some palace advisors are reportedly urging him to take a harder stance on the Sussexes, warning that allowing Archie and Lilibet into the palace could blur the lines between royals and what they call ex-royals. This suggests Charles is caught between his personal feelings as a grandfather and his role as monarch. But in this case, the crown came first. Royal biographers are weighing in with fiery takes. One expert says this is a catastrophic mistake by King Charles. By denying his own grandchildren access, he risks looking like a monarch who puts the crown above family. Another insider, however, defends the king. Charles is trying to preserve the dignity of the monarchy. He knows that every photograph, every public moment with Archie and Lilibet would instantly become fodder for Netflix, memoirs, or future Sussex projects. He's protecting the crown. The clash of perspectives is clear, but one thing is undeniable. Harry has been left caught in the middle, torn between his father and his children. So, what does this mean for the Sussexes' future? For Harry, it could represent the ultimate betrayal. Many fear this decision will push him even further away from his family, perhaps closing the door to reconciliation for good. Meghan, who has long been critical of the palace, may use this as proof that the royal family never truly accepted her or her children. For the monarchy, the optics are brutal. The world is watching a grandfather refuse entry to his grandchildren, a move that humanizes Harry's pain while hardening Charles's image. As a cold and distant ruler, this could have long-lasting consequences, especially with public opinion about the monarchy already fragile. We've seen echoes of this before. Prince Charles himself grew up with a father, Prince Philip, who was famously distant and strict. History may now be repeating itself as Charles seemingly puts duty before family, just as his own parents once did. And let's not forget Princess Diana. She often spoke about her desire to give William and Harry a more normal, loving upbringing, one where family came before protocol. Many royal fans are now asking, what would Diana think, seeing her grandchildren barred from their grandfather's home? Would she call this the final betrayal of her vision for a modern, compassionate monarchy? Prince Harry in tears, Meghan furious, Archie and Lilibet once again caught in the middle of a war they never chose, and King Charles, a monarch torn between crown and family. Will this shocking decision be the breaking point that severs ties forever? Or could it somehow lead to a reckoning inside Buckingham Palace? One thing is certain, the royal rift just got deeper, and the scars may last for generations. Stay tuned, because this story is far from over, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal scandals, breaking palace drama, and insider revelations.
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.